Hey guys, this is Miss Arlequin, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to a new class homework routine called Article of the Week. Starting next week, we are going to replace one of our nights of independent reading with a nonfiction article reading. And so what you're going to do is you'll log into Edmodo as you normally do, and the night that the article is assigned, you are going to see an Edmodo assignment called Article of the Week. And on that assignment post, you will have a link to the article for the week, and you'll have a link to the assignment form where you're going to type in your responses. And that is the form that we're looking at right now on the screen. We're going to be using a Google form, just like we did when we submitted our goals, and it's going to look just like this. So the article for week number 1 is an article about time travel. When you click on the link and you come to this form, you're going to always start with your name, class, and date. And then you'll see that there are different questions for you to type your responses to about the article. So when you get to the end of this and you've answered all the questions, it'll say 100% you made it, and you'll press the submit button. And that's how you actually turn in this assignment. So now, where are you going to find most of the articles? Well, that's where this site comes in, News ELA. So this is a site that has a lot of different articles for students to read. And what I really like about this site, which you're going to see in a moment, is that the articles are arranged by Lexile level. And so what you're going to need to do is you're going to, well, you actually don't need to do this. You can read at least 4 articles a week without creating an account, but it's actually easier to just create an account. So what you're going to do is sign up, and it's really easy because they're actually tied to Google. So if you press I'm a student, you could sign up with your own code and with your own name, but we don't need to do that. All you really need to do is press sign in with Google. And then what it's going to do, it's going to link to my account. That's because I was already logged into my Google account, so it was easily able to retrieve it. You can see my account up here in the top right hand corner of the screen. Do you give News ELA permission to view your email address and your basic profile info? Yes, of course. So you're going to press accept, and then as soon as you do that, it's going to create the account for you. So I already have an account, so I'm not actually going to do that. I'm just going to sign in with my regular one, which I made before I knew that I could sign in with my Google. So I actually have a separate username and password. Why is it not? Oh, no. Wrong password. Okay. So what you're going to do normally is you're going to access the article through the link that I post on Edmodo. And so your article is going to look like this. And right here on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see that there is this blue bar, and this is where the different Lexile levels are. And so right now, it's automatically set to 1000 Lexile level, which right here above the picture, you can see is grade level 8, and it even gives you the word count, how many words are in this article. Now, if I'm not at a 1000 Lexile level, then clearly I might not want to read the article at this level, so I can switch it to whatever Lexile level is closest to my Lexile. Remember, whatever your Lexile level is, there's actually a range of Lexile levels that are appropriate. So let's say 1000 was my Lexile level. Usually the range is about 100 points below your Lexile and 100 points above, which means that anything between 900 to 1100 would be appropriate for me. If my Lexile level was 800, then if I chose anything between 700 and 900 would be appropriate. So if I chose the 890, that would be a little bit more challenging, which you always want to try to challenge yourself. That's where you're actually going to have learning and growth. So maybe I would click on the 890. I would try to read the article, and if it's not working for me, then what I would do is I would switch the Lexile down to the lower one. The key thing you want to keep in mind is you want to be honest and choose the Lexile that is most appropriate for you, because choosing one that's too easy is really only harming yourself. If you're only reading things that are easy, then you're really not practicing your skills in a challenging way, and you're not showing any growth. Now, you may have noticed while I was talking that one of the things that changed when I switched the article to the lower Lexile level is the title. At the 890 level, the title says tiny particles may be able to travel in time, scientists say, or maybe not. And at the 100 level, it was time travel may be possible for certain tiny particles, but probably not. That's just one example of how the article changes based on the Lexile level you choose. The key ideas and the main ideas are going to be the same, but they're going to, at lower levels, make the ideas a little bit easier to read. So vocabulary will change, paragraph length might change, the way they express the ideas might change. Let's look at 750 as another example. So here, time travel is a fun idea. That is a way easier way of phrasing the key idea that the title is trying to sum up. And you can already see when you scroll down that the paragraphs are a little bit shorter. And as you read through it, you would be able to see how much easier this version of the article is versus the 8th grade level at the 1000 Lexile level. And so that's basically all you need to know to get started with your article of the week. Hopefully, reading these nonfiction articles will help prepare us for our state exam, because the state exam does mostly have informational text, and so we want to try throughout the school year to read as much nonfiction and informational text as we can.